I'm Charles, and I know it's a long time that I last put a video on YouTube on my channel, but I was busy, and today I show you a video of a table. I make a table out of wood, and so I use popsicle circles. Popsicle circles. This. See, I use this, and I use an old, not so old, but I use a tree. A nearby church, the people cut it off and they throw it away. And I came on my way. I see that piece of wood, and I bring it home and I make a table from it. So I will show you now what table it and a table it is. The other thing is, I think I make a two-part video of it. So I show you now the first part, the one start till half, and from the other part the finished part. So I show you now, and you can don't forget also to subscribe, you who don't subscribe yet, and I will show you now the project. So like other people say, first come first, so let's start. Alright, as you can see, here is my the piece of wood, and I put it in the vise, and now I must cut it. See there? So there is I cut it. See, like the first one. See there, the first part. I will show. And after I put it, I use after I cut this part, I turn it to the other side, and I cut the other side also. See there? I use a vice grip because it is very helpful for me, because so it is steady, and I can sew it see there, and the wood is not so hard. That is from the trees to stand there nearby the church because they place a wire on the ground, and that tree stand in the way of the wire, so they get rid of that tree, and I think that is a good idea for me to make a table of it. See there, at the other side, and then I put it sorry, I put it on the table. You see there, but to make it seem that I put it, you can see the shape of the thing. It looks nice. I like the style. So I use 2 layers of wood. You can see there, and for the top, and I use my hammer and a pin to keep it together, and then I take my saw and I cut it at the sides. You see there, I use I think it is 80 millimeters, 80 millimeters, yeah, that sides from the 4 sides. See there, and after I finish the sewing with that 4 pieces. See there, I open the two sides from together. See here, I open it now. I use a flip tool or so, you see, with a hammer, and you chop it inside, and then you remove the pins also. See there. See there, I removed the pins because that pins was just to keep the two sides together for a good see for the good measurement of it. See there that the parts stay the same. And after I remove the two sides from a part, I use screws. You see, you can't use a screwdriver or so, but I take a hammer and I keep it together. You see there, and then after so I use glue also to keep that part and the wood together. See there with a screw. So I put my glue on. There, I use wood glue. I use a drummer as a drummer coat glue, water-based wood glue. I use that for my wood and my the top of it, you see there, and then I take my hammer and my screw and I chop it inside. See there. Okay, that's alright. It looks so in the beginning, but after the two pieces come together, that is fine. It stick well because it's a very. I like this glue. It's a very good glue. Okay, it took me, sorry, it took me more than a week, so 6 days to finish the table from start to finish. It would take me 6 days, and most of the time I work plus minus 4 or 5 hours a day, and of course every time when your body was one part, so you must leave it till it's dry and you can go further with the next part. Okay, but this week was alright, and that was a sunny week, so that was okay. You can see there I also keep the two parts together, and now there must also another part, and you can see that, so I must now see there I must put the other one inside. See, there's one on the other one, and it is a little bit heavy, but it's alright. I like it so. See that because it makes the table very strong. And there you can see. I took my glue, and I put my glue on. You can put it any way, any kind of style you want to. See there, put it on the table, and but you can see that is not enough to put the two sides together for a long time, so I use also pins. See there, and I put it to, I measured, see there, and when I was happy, I put my pins and my nails, see, and I put it in with the hammer. See there, because after it I will use my matches, not my matches, my pop sticks and popsircle sticks, and I glue it on the top. See there, but you will see it as I'm measured. Okay, I don't show you now the way how to glue it, but in the next maybe okay that 2 videos alright. But in another video I will do something else, and I will also use that same style, and I will show you more in detail. You can see how I glue my sticks on my top. You see that, because that table that you see there I work on, I make it myself, and I do everything. So you can see, okay, I cut that, but I cut that to that pin also because it is too long, and I take my my plier and I cut a little piece of that, so then it is you put it together, it is okay. It cannot go to the other side. You can see there. So you must put the nails on right through the two pieces to keep them together. And most of the things you are familiar with is you teach yourself that styles and so on. See, that is not so difficult. Okay, that I know that is not every time so good for women, but okay, there's a lot of women. We cannot underestimate a woman, because there's a lot of women who can do a better, better job than our husbands. So that is it. So as you can see there, I am busy to keep the two together with there. Okay, there are some who come out on the other side, but okay, that's right. See, that's not so long. See there. And now I go further to the other part of it. See, right. Now you can see there's my popsicle sticks, and I cut on. See, I cut only the one part, one side. I cut it, so you make a flat surface on the other side. You see, flat part. So I cut a few of them. That is for my start. See, for my start of the top, you know, where I begin. And I make a pattern on it with my steel ruler and my pencil. And that is the place where I start with my glue. So see there, and you can see that part there. I put that is a small piece of wood, and I glue sticks there, and I put my stick. I'm busy with in that groove there. See there, so they cannot move when I'm busy to cut. Other thing, you must be careful because you can hurt yourself. You can do yourself bad, and to avoid it, I work on that style. So there is that is the top, and that is a brick. I put it on the first part of sticks. I see there that I start with it, but you also must put something heavy on it, because when you start to glue and the glue is busy to dry, that glues are open. See that it open, and it make a feel a gap there between some of the sticks. So you must keep something on. See where it's very hard, and out in the hard heavy. See there, to avoid much openings between the sticks here. So I put my glue on. See there. I don't like, because I cannot speak that time, because there's people in my neighbors play music, and that make it for me very difficult. See, that make it very difficult for me to talk when I'm busy with you. So I must do a video, and after that I fade the music out, and I put my own music on. So that is it. So I glue my sticks. See there, I glue my sticks, and then that is there where my job begins. So the start and is very fast, but when the difficulty begin for my work is where I put my sticks on my surfaces in the top. There the job begins. Okay, then every time when you glue a few sticks, you must leave it there to dry, and I go and I do something else, or I stand outside the street or with my friends, as you see. But otherwise I'm busy with it. And so there I came back, and I see there's my ruler, and it is the same ruler I use every time. The people, yeah, that ruler was bought when I was in the Defense Force, and that was 1988. And when I finished I bring that ruler with me. So that is a part of my life now. See there, because that ruler walk along with me. And that ruler are older than a lot of young people also today. So that is it. And so I cut it with the anti cutter, but you must very be careful, because in the past I cut myself a lot of times, and I hurt myself, my fingers, and it was very painful, but okay, that is nice. I am very careful when I'm busy with that indicator, because when you cut it, you press hard on it, and that make you can lose some of your parts of your of your hand or whatever you cut. So that is it. And after that is dry, that was my pattern. I starting on the top. See there. That was it. And every time I must wait, and I must cut the one part of the stick. You must cut it, and the other part is okay, because when it's dry, you put the ruler and cut the other piece with other piece. So I work from the inside to the outside. See, that is best for me. It's best to work on that side way, because that is, you must measure every time. You must measure the stick will come in the gap, you see there. So it's better to work from inside to the outside. And there is my table now, my top, not finished yet, you can see there. And you can see I work around it, see there. So that is a pattern I make with a pencil. And so when that is dry, I put the others around it, because you must to the sides, between the sides also. It's not necessary to work under it, just to the sides and the top. And I make the foot of wood also. I haven't show you now the way I make it also, but I will show you in another video only how I make that part. So you can have a clue, you can have an idea or a clue how I make it. See there. Okay, that paper I use, and see there, I put it between that, see the sticks there, see there, one on the my right hand, and the other, see that is the middle of the sticks, you can see there. You can see there two sticks on the sideways, see there. And that's the style I learned, and also in the army when I work in the media center. And you put that paper between the two parts, and you fold it. See there where the two parts came together. And when you fold the paper in the middle, that is the middle of the part there. See, that is one side. So see there where the stick is. And the rest, I go I sit now in front of it, and you can see, okay, and in my left hand side where I start, that is my right, see there, so there where my left hand is, that is the middle of the part I measure, so I glue that stick also, I see there, I measure it, and I cut it, and then I put it on. So you don't worry about the other side. The other side you glue. When it is dry, you take your indicator and your roller and you cut it, and that is it. So that is, there is now, you see that stick there, where my finger is now, that is the middle of that side, where you take the paper and you fold it, and that is the middle. So when that's finished, I go to the other side, see there, and I go to the other side, and every time you that sticks, I cut one by one, and that is a lot of patience, but okay, I'm familiar with it, so that is alright. See there, and in the same way, I also I must say very thank you very much to the people of United States, India, United Kingdom, and Philippines, South Africa. That is the five countries who support me the most on that time. And I'm very pleased because every time when I see that is another subscriber, that is and a lot of views. Okay, at this time I got now 61,400 and something views, and it made me so glad because I can see there's people who like my videos. A lot of people like my videos, and the others. On that moment, I have 293 subscribers. That is good for me. My friend Todd, he passed 300 mark a few days ago, and I'm very pleased for him also. My other friend Lynn, Stillwater, I knew you watch my videos every time, and thank you for reminding me that you are looking for my videos and for my presence. Mama, Osprey Mama, thank you for the camera. I'm very happy with it because I tested, and I also kind of look on the YouTube for the manuals. Okay, because there was also there is a manuals inside, but I like looking videos from how it works and so I study a lot of videos of of that FZ80, a very good camera. I like it. And I watch the videos of that Mr. Houghton. He's from I'm not sure if from England or America now. Okay, but okay, I like the videos, and I study it and see it because you must have a very good clue, something new, how it works. That is my third Panasonic now. Okay, the other two is broken yet, but that one is fine. That one you helped me a lot. So when I get back to that program, you can see the table is I glue the sticks on and I cut it. You can see there, and it look nice. You can see there it's nice. See then there's the bottom part. There is also two pieces of wood I keep together, was glue and pins, and then after I glue the sticks on it, it look like that. So I must cut that other part because it must be level when you stand on the ground. And there is it, the table. Okay, and now I take it to the table where I chop that other part. See there, put it at that table to chop the other part. Oh. And see there, so I must chop it, and I will I see my battery, my camera battery is going to die now because I must put it now on must put it on power now, otherwise I cannot go further with this part now. So where is my power supply now? Okay, there's one. So I'm work fast, otherwise I was because I want, what I'm busy with now, I want to make the video straight, and after I finish with the video I will when I was do the uploading, I will upload it, and I would okay, that's it. Okay, I'm on my way now. Okay, what I say, when I'm busy with the uploading of the video, I will cut it in two, and I will put the one part on, and after the one part I was uploading, I do the next part. Okay, right there can be a window there. So there's my foot of the table, and I make a measure at the sides of the popsicle stick, on the sides of that part, see there, and I cut it with a candy cutter. As I told you, you must look where you put your fingers, see there, you must look where you put your fingers, and after you cut that part, you can feel when you are on the wood, see there, you can feel it. I remove that part there inside, and that part is where I will place a stick, and that cover that opening space there. See, so I do it with other two sides also. See there, that part, and the other two parts are left and right. Okay guys, friend, that is it. And as I told you, I'm very happy because over the years I'm not long on YouTube now, but I'm since 2013. But in the start and the beginning, I was not very busy with YouTube because I don't understand how it works, and subscribers and all that other things, you know. And but after I look on watch videos from other people, seeing the some people like here in my country, my neighborhood, they like to download news videos from movies. You see movies, and whatever the time I think it's not necessary for me to download movies, because when you watch the movie and it's finished, but when you download something like music, not music, something like that's what you see there. I'm busy with now also plants or everything. You can show other people, you can learn other people also about their videos, and you can they can experience what other people do. So I knew that there's a lot of people who on YouTube. Okay, there's not so much people who comment on my work, but I can see there's a lot of people who watch me. That is for me very good. See, there's also a few friends that names I mentioned now a few minutes ago, like Top Imports and Amma Osprey and Silverwater. That isn't only the people who comment on most of my work, and I'm very pleased. Yes, also some friends are from me in Switzerland, but and a doctor, also a doctor, I'm not sure his name now, but Nasser or something. He's from India, and he's a professor working with plants and so on. And he's also one of them who's sometimes not common really, but watch my videos also. So India is the country with the most views on that Canadian videos. They got 153% of my videos. America, something 35%, and then is it United Kingdom 5%, point something, and Philippines with 2 point something, South Africa 1.4. That is the countries on this moment. Okay, there's also other countries like Canada, and there's a lot of countries. Okay, a lot of countries who support me, but that 5 is now on the countries who support me the most. And but you see, the people, they don't comment on my work. Okay, there's sometimes one who say, okay, I know last week there's one who say the music is whatever. Okay, that is not my music. It's music I get on YouTube, because I cannot put my own. I cannot put somebody else's music in, because otherwise they will not monetize your video if it is not. If they will not, if it is not your music, or you don't have to listen to put it on. So you must listen to other music. We have free music, and you can use that. So this is sometimes not the music you want, but okay, that is the way how things go now. See? And that is what I do every day. I try, and sometimes I sing a song and I make a video of it. Okay, most of the people like it, but okay, there's no music inside to see there, like background music and so, but okay, that's fine. I work on it in the future. Okay, right now you can see there's my first one. I glue it already, and I can see there's tape on. I use masking tape to keep that parts together. And see there, because when it is dry, and okay, that this was good, but there's a little bit of clouds in the sky, but it was not so cold to see that. Okay, the days are much colder than much colder than that day last week, and there was a little bit of rain tomorrow also, under tomorrow yesterday. Okay, so there is the sides, and I do that same. See there, I measure my sticks. See there. And I put the other one under the seed. I put them under the other sticks, and I cut it that size. See there. So when it is, I'm finished with it. You see, it fit inside in one another. Look there. You can see now. Okay. And look there. It's fitting. See there. It's fit nice. So then I must make the one in front, and I glue it together. See there. So when it's only the only time when I busy with it. So see there, when you glue it, you cut. It's the only time you can work right through. Otherwise, when you are busy with the sticks is glue on, you must wait till the sticks are dry, and then you can go to the next step. But when you go to the next step, you can do something else. Okay, like me, I paint, I work on other work. So I go to the shop. See, I walk to the shop, and when I come back, I can go with the next step. So there, I put the glue on, you know, and after, you don't have to glue the stick on the other side. You can, of course, I put it thick on. See there, and when it is. See, I put it on the glue, and it sticks. See there. But it's still glue every time, very fast, but okay. When it is dry, it costs a few minutes so that they come to dry when it is a sunny day. Otherwise, it's like today, cloudy. We might wait much longer to watch it. See there. So I put that glue on this one. If there's an opening there, I put the stick under the wood, and see there, I put it under the wood. See there, and there's the last one in. See there. So you see there, and then after I will put masking. But it's not necessary to do it with masking, but okay, that is my way. This is my trick. How I do it, and I like to work with this. See there, I like it. But because otherwise, in the past I use wire. See, and later on go a little bit clearer. I use elastic. See there, elastic. I put elastic on. See there, and after years I bought myself that masking tape, and I put it on because when it is dry you can take it off, and there's no hard copy to someone. See there. You can use also old clothes to put it in water, make it wet, not wet, water wet, but only wet, and you dry out. Then you put, if you rub the excess glue off, see there, from the wood, because when you are busy with after it's dry, you do you sand it with a sandpaper. They will sew, they will mark on what to do. But I will show you later. But I also do when it is finished. See, I will show you later how I get rid of that excess glue. Although it is dry already, so I will show you that. So there's the masking tape. I'm setting the masking tape. I'm putting the masking tape on. See there? Just we'll see that this part is not strong enough, or you can put something on like a brick or something. There's something heavy. Keep that part to it. See there? Okay, there's that part. And after I glue the food part, you see, and now I take my sandpaper, not so rough, a more fine type, and I sand that part of the wood. Don't do it. I don't sand it. Sorry. As you can see, I don't sand it with a the surface very flat, you know. I sand it rough, you see there, but the food part, that part there, I make it very clear, flat. See the surface very flat. See there. Because why I do that? That is for the wood to stand out. See when it is finished. And I use also sealer to seal that wood also. I don't use varnish. See, the sealer is a kind of varnish, but it's very thin. So there is I use sandpaper. I use a very fine one, and I see there. I wrap it like that. It surface, that is the top. See there. You can see the side is also glue, and I put in the openings. I put the wood inside the stick, and I cut it, and I make it flat. You can see there. So at this moment, at this moment it look fine. You can see it look fine, but there is still a lot of glue on that sticks. You cannot see it now because it is not varnished yet. But when you varnish it, you can see the glue under the varnish, and that is too late. You can remove it after that. Okay, there's my table. You can see that is wrapped with sandpaper. So that is ready for. Before it is ready for varnish, I take I took a pipe with water. You can wash it up. You can use a piece of cloth, but I think I feel it is best for me to wash it before I start. See there? It's best for me to do that. And okay, right there. So must put the sound see, I put the sound down. Okay, then so there is my wood. You can see I make it with water. See there. Also, I remove all the excess dust from the wood, because when I paint it, there is no bubbles or something like that on the wood. So there I put my table in the back of our yard, and now I'm waiting for it to dry. When it is dry, when it was dry, now you can see, because it's still wet, so it's not dry already. So I take, you can see, now I take my finger and you rub that excess glue off, and after you rub it, you can I take sandpaper, again, and now I rub it like this. I get it completely from all others. You can see there. You see that white coals, that wet part, small part there. That is the excess sitting on. Okay. Now we get rid of all the excess glue, and then after I wash it again, not so heavy like the first time. Then after that I dry again, then I put my sealer on, and that is where the project is. Okay, see there. Because I'm not 100% sure, I do a good job. And I still believe there's no one, maybe no one I know would do like that and the pattern like that. So there's the other part, the foot where to take the still stand on. Do the same kill again there. And after it, take the water, and then wash it again. And look, what other thing you can also see, if when you put water on, and there the sticks are not glue enough, you can see enough, you can see, and you can touch that other part also. So there's my water, see there, and the old trouser of me, see there, trouser, and I wash it again, see there, and the whole thing again, see there. And there's the other one, see there. This is also the part where I was still recover, see there, from the cover that other I was, and it's dry now. So there, I put my table there, because the sun, I must put it where the sun is, see there, and there's the table. So I let it stand there to dry, and after it, then I was busy with. So after I remove the masking tape, I start with the varnishing, see the sealer. So I use a 2-inch brush, see there, 2-inch brush, and I use Wood Octane sealer, see there, there's it, there, Wood Octane sealer. This is very thin, it's like water, it's so thin like water, but it works very good. I like it because that is also the sealer I use on my my coasters, see there also. So there you can see was my with my top. I do that first because I work from top to bottom, because when there's excess sealer will fall from the top on the part under. You can see you I'll stand the color of the sticks to stand out. That was not my intention to work like that, because I also, what I do, I also take my sticks and I glue it. There was not a certain pattern. Beside the pattern I used, there wasn't a certain pattern. I use my sticks color by color. I just take my stick, I took it and I glue it. And that is the end of my result. You can see how it's designed nice already. I like it. See there. So after I put my sealer on, I put three layers of sealer. I put it on. See, you can put more on. You can put what is better. It's better to put more on, or more than one sealer on. See there. And then I do my my foot part. See there. So I stand with my and every time when I start with my sealer, I throw the sealer out of that tin, because I'm very I will not have that sealer in the tin must mix with the sealer on there, because maybe there's some dust or something on that table. I wouldn't have that dust must mix with my sealer in the tin. See there. So then every time you see the sealer is not enough in that holder there, you throw other piece out. See there, and so your sealer stay clear. See there. So when you but it was any other work, maybe a painting or so, your sealer is clear and there's not other thing inside. And I must say, rubbish or so see other stuff inside. So the sealer stay clear, and when you're finished with it and the sealer over, paint it on the top. So don't throw it back, because you don't have to throw a lot of sealer out. You throw a little bit every time until you see, okay, like your work is done in there. See there? So I do that, and after I was doing my food and so, then I do my the bark. I don't remove the bark of it because I like the tones, and see, I like it. So I think for me it's better. You can see how stand it out when you put the sealer on. See there? And after maybe a week or so, I can put another layer on. See there? Because when that layer is dry clearly, you put another layer on also. But there's already, when I was finished with the project, there was already three layers on it. See there? So in what the thing also you can do, you can polish the top also. When you put your sealer on and the sealer is dry, you can put polish over, furniture polish over, and the top shines lovely. And when you are finished also with that, you can let somebody, a glass company or so, make a glass for you to put it on the table. You can put it on. See there, you can make it round, you can make it any kind of pattern, and you can put it on. You can also put pictures under the glass. See there, and you can put the table in your house, so in your dining sitting room or so, sitting room or so, you can put it there. And the people come inside and they visit. You can see the lovely picture of the family, and they like it. See, this like, and that is it. So see, that is what I will do in my free time. And I believe there is a so there is my table varnished already with the sealer on, and I'm very happy. You see there, look the lovely how the top look. See there, it's fine. And that is it, friends. There's also, that is a pattern of the sticks. So you can see there's a pattern of the sticks. And I hope you like my idea. But it was maybe later on I will make but it was a book or so. But now that is what I can show you now. That is what I do with my. So I pick the sticks up and in the street, and people look at me and they think, "Oh, is this guy mad or what? Why he picks sticks up and something. Some people make ice creams from that sticks also, of candies also. Yeah, they wash the sticks and they make candies and they sell it to the people. But that is my way of what I do. There is my chair, and I am very glad you watch my videos, and may God bless you all, and I shall see you in my next video. So thank you very much, friends. That is it, and I love you all. God bless you. Thank you.